Hello and welcome again to Sifiso Tola Media. This is Busisiwe Mkhwebane in National Assembly defending Judge Motata. Let's take a listen at how she defended him.
Judge may be removed from office only if the Judicial Service Commission finds that the judge suffers from an incapacity, is grossly incompetent, or is guilty of gross misconduct, and the National Assembly is called to remove that judge by a resolution with the support of at least 2/3 of its members. Chair, Section 20, subsection 3 of the JSC Act requires the Commission to make a finding as to whether or not the respondent is guilty of gross misconduct. Section 20, subsection 4 of the JSC Act provides, if in similar terms to Section 177 of the Constitution, that if the Commission finds that the respondent is guilty of gross misconduct, the Commission must submit that finding together with the reasons thereof and a copy of the report, including any relevant material of the tribunal, to the Speaker of the National Assembly. What is clear from the provisions referred to above is that it is the Commission and not the court or any other forum which is constitutionally and statutorily authorized to make a finding that a judge is guilty of gross misconduct, and that has the power to refer its finding to the National Assembly for appropriate action in terms of the Constitution and the Act. As stated here under and expressly supported by the letter from the Chief Justice, the Judicial Service Commission never made any finding of gross misconduct against Judge Motata. Furthermore, as also stated in the letter of the CJ, the SCA did not specifically set aside the finding made by the JSC in its sitting when it found that Judge Motata was not guilty of gross misconduct, but guilty of misconduct. Moreover, the CJ in his letter emphasized that the JSC did not itself make such a finding. This makes it abundantly clear that to date there is no finding of gross misconduct by the JSE as required by Section 20, subsection 3 of the JSC Act, read with Section 177(1)(a) of the Constitution. Consequently, there is no jurisdictional basis for the present debate and referral. In the circumstances, the National Assembly, absent a finding made by the Judicial Service Commission as required by both the Constitution and the JSC Act, lacks the jurisdiction and or competence to entertain this matter. Taking this into account, the National Assembly is now endorsing a deeply unlawful and unconstitutional finding against Motata. Just like Judge Hlophe, Judge Motata was subjected to 2 processes, simply to find him guilty and to impeach him. He was fined an amount of 1,152,650 rand 40 cents, which he was ordered to pay to the South African Judicial Education Institute, and he paid that amount. Honorable members, we must all refuse to be used as pawns by racist institutions like Freedom Under Law, whose sole purpose is to harm black professionals. Judge Motata is already retired. Indeed, as the EFF, we don't condone racism, we don't condone women abuse and sexism, definitely, but can we then let Judge Motata, in his misjudgment, in that particular process, be left to enjoy his retirement at home? I mean, he's an old age person now. Let him retire at home. Can we leave him alone? The EFF doesn't support this removal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Advocate Mkhwebane. IFP, the Honorable Singh.